Hello, lovely humans. I'm really excited to be combining two of my favorite things, hardware and AI coding. We'll see how it goes. This is fully untested, but my goal is to build an Arduino IR antenna or infrared antenna that you can trigger with the little remote control. We'll just be triggering a light, but basically it is kind of a hello world for an IR antenna. And if you're like, why should I care about an IR antenna? What is that? Well, that's how a lot of, well, maybe old school televisions work. Whenever you have a remote control like this little buddy or a large one, it uses an infrared light to send a little signal to an infrared receiver. And so you can send all different kinds of code, and then the television can interpret that as turn on, or turn the volume up, or switch channels, and all those kinds of things. So when you know how these things work, you can build your own projects that you can control with a little remote control. So cool. You can even repurpose the old television one if you're not using it. You're just using your smartphone now. Okay, so I will also show you a little overview of the hardware in 1 second. I got lots of cameras running, so we'll see how this goes. This is going to test my videography skills. Okay, so my goal is to use the Copilot built into VS Code in agent mode to help me code an Arduino project. So I went ahead and I set up the PlatformIO extension in VS Code, which is a way that you can program hardware, and it creates this configuration file based on the board. So I have an Arduino Uno that's made by Atmel. If you have a different board, you choose a different option, but we want to go to our main CPP file. And I'm going to put some basic deets here. So define pins. So I have my IR receiver is connected to pin 2. And then I have, and that's going to be an input. And then I have my my LED pin not connected to 13, but connected to pin 3. Okay, and so now I'm going to be like, hey, Copilot, set IR receiver as an input and set LED pin as an output. Okay, and also I probably should have given it this reference file, but hopefully it's smart enough to figure this out. So while it's working, I will say that AI coding really depends on how many examples were in the training data set, how many open source examples of code there are. Fortunately, there's a lot of open source Arduino code, so I am fingers crossed that the AI has seen this example before, or at least seen something close enough that it can figure it out. Okay, so it did that. Hello, okay, that's great, yay. So we're gonna keep that. I said hello and huzzah at the same time. All right, so we have our IR receiver as an input and our LED as an output. I don't need this, so I'm gonna delete that. Okay, so next I want the IR receiver, I probably don't have to capitalize it, it's smart enough to know the difference, to turn on the LED pin when the IR receiver gets an input signal. Okay, so now this should go into the loop and hopefully it will turn on. Okay, all right. This is looking right. It's a little warm in this room, so I'm gonna take my sweater off. Okay, we'll just go bloop. Okay, so now, all right, let's see. We're gonna turn on the other camera. So that's why I'm looking down, because I'm looking at my hardware, and we'll switch to camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. And we're gonna trigger this. Boop. Oh, cool. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, duh, I have to flash the board. Okay, which means this is only running on the computer. It's not actually running on the Arduino board. Okay, so build. I think it has been a hot minute since I have used PlatformIO. Oh my goodness, I'm not uploading the code. Oh my goodness, I'm so used to just writing software for software and not hardware. Wow, okay. That's hilarious. Wow. Okay, we're gonna re-upload so that the LEDs only turn on when the IR receiver is triggered. Okay, so that's great. Yay, look at that. We hit on it all. That's really cool. Fun. Oh, I love this. So you are totally welcome to snag the code from this project. I'll paste it in the project description, but honestly, I really didn't need to do anything. And you also don't, if you're not sure how to define these pins, if you're like, I have never written hardware before, you can just ask Copilot. I bet, okay, let's say, okay, I want to add another input sensor for, I don't know, a photoresistor. I can't type. For a photoresistor, I'm going to connect it to analog pin 3. Please add that to the pin definition area. And I bet it'll totally do it for you. So you really don't need to know how to write code. It really, really helps to know how to read code and debug because the AI does get things wrong. But check that out. It added it right in, an analog pin 3, boom, and it named it and everything. So I don't want to do that, but I just wanted to show you that even though I wrote some code at the beginning, you don't necessarily have to. Oops, I also don't need that. But that's okay. There you go. So that's a little bit about how to use AI to write Arduino code. Yay! So fun! This makes me so happy.